Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Oh, hey, it's Robert Downey Jr.
I am Iron Man.
You's a not.
You suck.
Dude, you were awesome in Weird Science. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Marvel Legends set. It's the Marvel Studios The First 10 Years, with the Iron Man Mark I suit and Tony Stark. Now, unfortunately, the video footage I had of the packaging was lost, so I just kind of wanted to take a quick look at it, and really nice packaging. I got this at my local Walmart for like about $10 on clearance, which was awesome because I wanted the Iron Man Mark I. Really wasn't that concerned about the Tony Stark, but I thought it was cool. I really like the packaging. It's got this nice embossed logo on the top, and the 10th anniversary Studios logo looks nice. And it's just a really cool repaint of the old Iron Man Marvel Legend we got way back in the day, probably by about 2008 or so. And then we've got this Tony Stark figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. Here we have Tony Stark and the Mark I Iron Man suit out of the packaging, and you know, I have to say, for me personally, it's all about this Iron Man suit because I just don't like the Tony Stark figure. First of all, I just don't really care for the head sculpt, and the legs on this figure are terrible. I don't know if it's just my figure or what, but getting this thing to stand upright is just atrocious. The feet, the joints around the suit legs are just awful, and it took me like 5 minutes just to get him to stand proper, and it makes me really not want to pose him around because it's going to be a pain in the ass to get him back upright again. Which is kind of funny because a lot of people I've seen on Facebook have been more interested in the Tony Stark figure than they were the Iron Man, and I'm just the opposite. I really fell in love with this figure. The paint applications on it, the sculpt is really cool. It's really, really nice, but the weird thing is, it sounds like it's supposed to have some kind of metal spring action in it, and it doesn't. This figure feels more like one of the old Iron Man movie toy line figures than it does a Marvel Legends figure, and I got a sneaking suspicion that it is. If you know, leave a comment down below, because I didn't get any of the old Iron Man toys. So I really don't know, but I do like this figure, and I'm glad I got it to add it to my Hall of Armors. That being said, obviously these two are not in scale at all. There's no way this figure could fit inside of that, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. So taking a look at articulation on these figures, let's take a look at the Iron Man suit here first. The head moves back and forth like this. It does not go up or down. It does have movement at the waist, but you can kind of hear that metallic spring in there. It feels like it should go back this way and lurch forward, and it does just a little bit, but not too terribly much. The arms move up and down. They do go out about that far. They have a twist at the elbow here, as well as a single jointed hinge. The hands do not move because they're molded in. His legs kick up that far. They kick that far back. They do kick out a little bit like that. And he's got a single joint on the knee right there, and then his feet have a single joint as well. They do they do spin. I lied. And there's a spin at the knee as well, but there is no ankle pivot. Now this also comes with this little fire flame thrower effect where you push this in, and there is a spring in here, and you just kind of push it back, and let's see if I can launch it. There it goes. It just kind of spring loads out. And it's actually a pretty powerful spring load, which is kind of cool, kind of fun. But yeah, definitely digging that Iron Man. Now where the two-pack goes downhill for me is Tony Stark. I know a lot of people are probably after him just to get the suit body, but ugh, these legs suck. And again, I don't know if it's quality of my figure or what, but those ankles are terrible. Articulation on this guy, here we go. His head goes back and forth. It looks up and down a lot. The suit opens up a little bit. He does have an ab crunch that goes that way. He crunches back pretty good. He's got a twist at the waist. His arms do move up and down. They go out about that far. He's got a double jointed elbow, which is nice. His wrists, they do twist, but they're a little hampered by the suit itself. They have a hinge joint there. His legs don't really kick out that way much at all. They kick forward about that far. They don't kick back much at all. There is a twist at the upper leg. He does have a double jointed knee right there. There is no twist at the top of the boot cuff. He does have a hinge at the ankle, and he's got ankle rocker pivot, but it's not crazy, and we don't love it because he really can't spread his legs out, and he just falls over. F you, Tony Stank. Taking a closer look at Tony Stark here, the head sculpt is okay. It doesn't quite look like Robert Downey Jr., but it does kind of, I guess. I do like the suit. I think that looks good. I like the white. Mine has a little bit of glue on the tie, but nah, that's okay. The sculpt of the suit looks pretty decent. It's a nice deep blue color. A lot of people, I think, are after this figure for the suited body to swap it out. Yeah, he just has a hard time standing, and I've seen better Tony Stark head sculpts. Again, this one's okay, but for some reason, it just misses the mark for me. Now looking at the midsection of the figure, again, I like the cut of the suit. I think that looks good. I like the wrinkles in the arms, all the little waves in the bottom of the coat. The pleats look nice. The hands are kind of in gun-holding fashions. Well, at least one is. The other one's kind of open. And, you know, I like the silver buckle on the belt. Looks pretty decent. This looks like this could have been a Coulson figure, and it might be the same body sculpt. I don't know. Yeah, if you're looking for a suited figure, this might be the guy. And then finally, taking a look at the legs on this figure. This is where this figure just pisses me off. The ankles on this figure suck, and you cannot pose them very well to get him to stand upright. As you can see, he's kind of balancing up on one foot, and he's got the other one flat. That's about the best way I can get him to stand upright. I don't know if this is a quality control issue or all these figures have this. If you've got this figure and you've got problems, leave a comment down below. It's a real shame because I like the loafers. They're very shiny and they're sculpted well. The wrinkles in the pants look good. It's just a bitch to stand upright. So taking a closer look at the Iron Man suit, this is what I love about this figure set. First of all, this is a very asymmetric molded figure. There's nothing the same on either side, which I love. The paint is gorgeous. It's got this kind of base silver plastic to begin with. All the details, the rust, all the paint marks on it. It's got some markings on the chest there. The back of the figure here has got the nice worn, kind of distressed paint apps on the back. I mean, this thing is just absolutely beautifully painted. Probably one of the better Marvel figures I have seen painted. I'm going to say since like the Apocalypse Walmart reissue and the Death's Head 2 figure. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. Looking at the midsection of the figure, again, lots of nice mixed and matched parts everywhere. The golds and the green paints, that all looks really cool. The waist looks nice. I like the kind of gear function going on. It's got this little like cylinder piece hanging like a gas pump on his arm. I like how on the under parts of the hands they've got these kind of armor bits covering the tops, and then he's got the little flamethrower effects under there. And then even the play gimmick on the left arm's got a big boxy looking machine gun looking piece that just looks really nice. Again, so asymmetrical, so beautiful, so well painted. It just, it's hitting on all cylinders for me. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, two totally different designs on each foot. Love it. Love the paint apps. Love all the detail. The distressed paint, it just looks like a menagerie of different parts that are cobbled together, which is what he did in the movie, which is very cool. All the gears and pieces and straps just look really nice, really fun. And he stands pretty well. It's a nice, hefty figure. It's solidly done, and it's going to look great up on the Hall of Armors. For comparison, here we have the Iron Man Mark I suit and Tony Stank with the Ironmonger from the original Iron Man movie toy line. And I really do like the design of this figure. I haven't got to review him yet. I got this in a trade from my buddy CC. Thank you, sir. It's been a minute since I got him. But I do like this figure. I had found another one of these out at the flea market, but some of the bits were broken, and this one is in perfect shape, so that's a good deal. And he looks really cool next to the Iron Man, but the paint is very lacking compared to the paint on this Iron Man. This thing is gorgeous and makes this look really humdrum. So is the Marvel Studios first 10 years 2-pack set of Tony Stark and the Mark I Iron Man something that you want in your Marvel Legends collection? I'm going to say yes, strictly for the Mark I armor. If you did not get that stuff back in the day when the first Iron Man movie came out, this is a great chance to get this, and it's so beautifully painted. I absolutely love that figure. It is definitely the gold star of the set for me personally. The Tony Stark figure was a big disappointment. The ankles are terrible. I can't get him to stand right, and there's just something off about his face sculpt I don't like. So I know a lot of people are after him, and I don't know if that's for the body or they just like that figure. But like I said, for me, the star of the show is definitely the Mark I armor. So there it is, the Marvel Legends, Marvel Studios, the first 10 years 2-pack set.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.